Hi, everybody. It's Linda G. Excuse my hair. It's windy outside and it is cold. My hands are cold. And the sun is shining. The wind is crisp and cold. It's kind of the weather I like, but I am chilly. I have to keep my jacket on. I had my jacket on this morning with Sterling. So, listen, the reason I'm even doing this video today is I have a couple of things I need to tell you guys, just to put on the record. First of all, there was somebody who wrote me and was quite upset because I said that Home Depot had given a bunch of money to Trump or to the Republican Party. I know Home Depot does give money, but apparently it wasn't the amount that was said, and she was quite upset. And, if I say something wrong, I got all this from Twitter. If I say something, it's happened a couple of times. This wasn't a hit from the guys. I'm just repeating what's said on Twitter. If I do something like that, don't call me a liar or you'll never watch me again or whatever. Just tell me what it is that I said wrong. Just say your information is wrong. This is the right information. And then I will research it and apologize. And also tell everybody that that's not true. So apparently it's not true. So I apologize to the Home Depot people. They do give money, but they also give a little money to the Democrats too. So I don't know why that was so rampant. And it's kind of sad that, people are doing that. But anyway, so I want to get that out of the way. I also want to tell you guys this morning before I had a client, I was sitting there minding my own beeswax and suddenly I was just feeling Putin. Now, you remember that I had that feeling about those two pieces like bomb things underneath his desk, like he was going to get blown away. And it was implanted within his own organization. And I sat down and really asked my guides what that was about. And this is, of course, for entertainment purposes only. But my hit from my guides is that he's getting ready to do something pretty bad. Bad enough that I think the whole world is after him, but it could even be it's his own people that take him out. I just want to FYI. I feel a cringy feeling like I did when he first attacked the Ukraine. God bless the Ukraine. God, help them all. But I feel something major is going to happen. And then I see that is the beginning of the end. Well, it's already the beginning of the end, but that's when he is taken out or stopped in some way. It doesn't necessarily mean death, just something will happen. Now, I did the pendulum, my good pendulum, and I asked specifically, when are we talking? And I got 2023. When is the end of the Putin reign? March of 2023. That's what I got. You guys are my witness. I could be right, I could be wrong. And then I had this lovely client that I read today. She's like my sister. You can't ask my sister a question. Like you can't say, what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. My sister gets hits, and then you can take some of those hits to the bank. And this girl, she has the gift. I'm going to tell you right now. She's not interested in reading because she can't really do it on command. But what's interesting is that she felt something major was going to happen. And her and I were both like, aha, at the same time. Something major, she saw fire. I don't know about fire. So if it's some sort of, she saw fire. And she said, Linda, there's a lot of souls that go through this fire. And I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling it's Ukraine, and I'm feeling it's something Putin does. She said that was my thoughts exactly. So we both agreed on that. The other thing is a while ago, I don't know if some of you remember, but you remember when I kept picking up the Queen crossing, okay? Then I could see Jimmy Carter within the next few years from whenever I did the reading. And then I felt Bill Clinton. So this is just food for thought. And, I could be totally wrong. But I wouldn't doubt it might be Bill Clinton. What's funny is this girl had the same thing. She had the same flash. But we don't know for sure if it's Bill Clinton, but it's another president. So two presidents will cross in 1 year. And that might happen in 2023. This is all for the record, so you guys can say down the road. It's not me, it's my guides. You can say, oh, Linda's guides got that. So I wanted to tell you about that. And also, what else was I wanting to tell you guys? There was like a lot of little hits I was getting. I wanted to be sure to get on here before football starts and give you guys a 411. Boy, there were some good questions you guys asked for Sterling. That's up right now. I wanted to go back to, I also want to say extra prayers for Joe, who's in hospice, and her sweetheart Yorkie, Lily Pie Porter, is ill. She asked for our prayers. Let's be sure to send out beautiful prayers to her. I also want to give prayers to Sandra in Arizona, who lost her left foot due to an infection, and she's having that pain, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was a paraplegic, and he had a below the knee amputation, and he could feel that phantom pain. It's very painful. It will stop, but it's very painful. And then, hold on. I guess that's the dogs back there. It looked like something taller than the dogs. Okay, and then I want to pray, send a prayer out to my friend Ron, who has been suffering with prostate cancer. Now he's got real bad back, and so we need for him to feel better. I'll bring this up in prayer too. To my friend David C., who had a horrible fall, but by the way, he's healing well. We need to send him love and happiness. He's even afraid to walk his dog because that's how he fell, was on walking his dog. So, what else was I going to tell you? This won't be that long. I still feel, okay, we all talked about getting off watching the news. There is Armageddon like ants, people heading to the pole. Armageddon. And the news is trying to act like, well, yeah, some of it's Republicans. No, I'm telling you, these are the ants that are going to vote out the people who are creating women's issues to be stifled. It's going to be pretty significant. And right now, Beto was behind 6.7 or almost 9 points at certain times last year. He's ahead now by 2%. So, hello. I don't want you to worry. Don't listen to people like Carrie Lake. I don't want you to worry about these people. This too shall pass. Interesting. Someone had wrote me and said the DNC is not that really supportive of Stacey. I felt like Stacey would win, and I'm going to go over my list again. But also, why wouldn't the DNC be supportive? Didn't they ask for her help in something and she didn't help them? Maybe they're throwing a fit. Okay, so let me clear my mind. Angel, light, and mercy. Give me the truth and only the truth. Will Stacey Abrams win in Georgia? Will she win the governor's seat in Georgia? See, he keeps saying yes. Will Warnock win his place in Georgia? Big yes on Warnock. You guys sent so much good things. The flu is pretty significant this year. I'll be getting my flu shot tomorrow. But be sure to get your flu shot if you can. If you can't, if it's not for you, that's fine. But it's going to be a tough one. Every once in a while, we had a real tough one when I was in high school. Started off with a headache, and I was so sick. So I don't see China moving in on Taiwan. I just want you to know that. Not yet. I don't see it happening yet. I see this guy in office now, the one who they only allowed 2 terms, and he's Trump would have done that too. I see the guy that Wu or whatever his name, Yi or whatever. I see him he's going to come down, and it's not going to be easy coming down. It feels like everybody's on an uprising, so maybe they even go into a real bad economic thing. But I see people uprising against him. Iran's going to be okay too, by the way. A lot of you guys are asking about the midterms and will it be drawn out? Yeah, will be some battles, but I don't want you to worry. It's going to be okay. Will the Supreme Court uphold Lindsey Graham? No, no. I see absolutely not. Also, I want to tell you guys what we were talking about Carter and Clinton. We were talking about so this lady that I was reading today, her and I don't know if you guys remember, but do you remember I had said, I don't know how many years ago, it was quite a vivid hit that Camilla would not outlive Charles. I felt Camilla, her time frame is shorter. And this girl we were talking, she had the same hit, and she almost felt like it could be something happened. Maybe she doesn't die, but she's sick with something where he's kind of steps down because he wants to spend as much time as possible, and that's why William takes over. Katie Porter's going to win Orange County, but let me double check. Katie Porter. Will Katie Porter win Orange County? Absolutely, yes. So you guys don't worry, just breathe, just ask for the most benevolent outcome. Tell the universe, by the way, I'm having Tom T. Moore next Thursday on the show. Yeah, Emmy just said, well, what's up with Amy Comey Barrett handing Biden a win? Listen, they are on notice. You know, when Thomas and all those people were like, whatever, we're just going to do what we want. We may even take away gay rights. And with our Shelton White House, oh my God, that reminds me, I got to get his book today. Oh my God, that's like, there was so much pushback, more so than you guys even know, that they're all kind of like standing still. I do see some idiotic things they're going up against, but they know that term limits is coming and probably some sort of impeachment hearings are coming up. Stuff is coming up on them. So we've already replaced one. We got two more. Okay. So don't worry about the student loan forgiveness. That will come through. But here's the good news. When they announced the student loan forgiveness was on hold, I said, yay! Guess what? That makes students go out and vote. How dare you stop me being able to have my loan forgiven? But in the meantime, what's so funny is but the PPEs, that's what the White House keeps hitting back. All these people are, oh no, you can't forgive student loans. But in the meantime, millions of dollars in PPE loans. Who will win Michigan's 7th Congressional District? I haven't done these yet because there's 400 something congressional. Okay, so let's clear my mind. Mary's asking this question. Okay, Mary. Will it be Elisa Slotkin? Will Elisa Slotkin win the 7th? Will Elisa Slotkin win? Yeah, it's saying yes. You know, I don't want to be like wishing yes. Will Tom Barrett, the Republican, win the 7th Congressional District? Saying no. DL wants to know, do I see any financial institution? And I see Douche Bank having some financial downfalls. I know they've got a lot of money, old. I was reading this book about financial institutions and the Nazis. And back in the day, Deutsche Bank was, they had the Hitler thing on their correspondence, 100% Nazi. So something's going to happen there with Deutsche Bank. They're going to be fined a lot of money. Okay, how about asking you guys exactly how Putin will leave office? Abby, I've just said what I'm feeling, that it's like an explosion. I think he's going to go out feet first. I'm seeing people wanting revenge. I don't see him retiring somewhere. I see him being running. I've always saw him running for his life. And she also wants to know if retired people will be exempt from income tax past the age of 65. No on that. Maybe more like 69 and 70, but no on 65. Wendy said, Linda, I've been out of the loop for 2 weeks and I had no phone, so I missed a lot. I turned on the news and they're saying the Republicans. Well, what news are you watching, girlfriend? Because that ain't true, that the Republicans will take the House. Oh, tomorrow is my dog's beauty day. You know they hate that. Joyce said you should do a three-way with Mel and Kevin. When you say three-way, it's kind of, anyway, I won't go there. But Mel and Kevin, I'd absolutely love to do. Maybe, well, see, I can't set it up because I don't know how to use. I paid all that money for that other, what do you call it? Steam yard or something, and I can't figure it out. This is interesting. Peg said, a military leader, Lloyd Austin, and Sergei Sogu from Russia spoke on the phone the other day. Did any good come from the phone call? I'm not feeling good came out of it. It feels very tense. It feels whatever. I'm telling you, Putin's getting ready to do something really bad. That's what I'm feeling. He's getting ready to do something. Not to us, to Ukraine, but still, it's just, just enough where we say we're done. Will the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area have a mild winter? No, they're going to have a pretty significant, not mild at all. Oh, this is David. Hey, David. I'm not seeing mild. I'm seeing a significant time. Not Armageddon, for sure. Not the day after tomorrow stuff. And I will say that we are here in California, we're on El Nino, and there was a weather guy on the news, and he said, not all El Ninos are the same. And he's right, because some of the worst Armageddon flooding we've ever had was during an El Nino. So just because they say that doesn't mean, it's going to be this way or dry or whatever. Because I feel good rain's coming to California. Okay, so Miss Annie said Ron DeSantis has been quiet. He's manipulating the media from reporting news about him. And you know what I was flashing on, besides those white boots, which I can't get out of my mind. Oh, you guys, those white boots, that was hysterical. And all the stuff they did with it was terrible. Twitter can be terrible. So, do you remember Muriel's wedding? You're, what did she say? You're terrible, Muriel. So anyway, and when I was flashing on him, I was thinking, I hear people complaining that they're not getting the money from the people who gave money to his wife. They're going to get it. I can't believe they try to pull that off. They're going to get back into that, you guys. That's getting ready to be a big deal. Karen says, why wasn't Christopher Wray fired 5 minutes into the Biden administration? Why is he still head of the FBI? Well, let's take a look. Why wasn't Christopher Wray? I see him having a very intense talk with President Biden. So I don't know what he was telling him, but he was telling him some stuff where he did everything. He's saying he did everything in his power to keep Trump from destroying the world. Why is Ray still in there? Biden kind of chose this because he also doesn't want to be like what Trump did with Comey. Ray is under a lot of tension. I wouldn't doubt if he leaves pretty soon. He'll probably leave before the next 4 years. He will decide to leave, but he leaves on good terms. I'm not seeing underhanded or terrible. I'm seeing that he means well. That's what I'm getting. A lot of people think that maybe he's not doing right, but this doesn't show that. Let's take a look at, I want to take a look at our president and seeing how he's feeling. Tell me how our president is doing. And thank you guys for joining up with Deanne. I had a video with her, and she gained like 2,800 subscribers, and she's so happy. She wants to just do the work. She just wants to help people as much as she can. How's our beautiful president doing? Ooh, let the sun shine in. Cross with the 9 of Cups, and there's his card. Oh my God, you guys, you couldn't. Hello. Wonderful. He's doing wonderful. And our guy from Astrology Alert, he said that the Biden was doing real good in November. Wonder why? Because dreams come true? Because after all the hard work, there's victory? The economy's going to get better? So there is the tower, but it's looking at something happening someplace else. So this is probably what's going to happen in the Ukraine coming up. So the thing with the Ukraine, what can we expect? Just give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth for entertainment purposes only. If there's some sort of outcome in Ukraine, that's pretty significant. How would President Biden in the United States? You know, it shocked Ukraine when McCarthy said, yeah, it's no more open pocket for the Ukraine. You know, the Ukraine winning is very significant for us, for all nations. Can you tell me? I see meetings. I see meetings behind closed doors. What, like that room where they watched, you know, a terrorist being gotten rid of, the Situation Room. I see people sitting down. I see people looking at getting information about what's happening. So the Ukraine is still sort of stuck. And these guys are just working ugly. You know what I'm saying? Money's still coming to them. What's going to happen when they get hit? They've got backings of high energy forms, military, monies, generosity, raking in, all kinds of good stuff. So there is some sort of battle, something that takes place, like what's even going on now, that they're hitting their, you know, electrical and stuff, but they're going to be like, boom. Listen, we had a overpass here in the East Bay. if you drive down Highway 80, you can look at San Francisco. And this big truck hit it. In fact, he died because it hit it and caused an explosion, and the truck caught on fire. And the fire was so intense, it melted the overpass. And this is a major thoroughfare for people comings and goings and commuting. And do you know, they went in there and they fixed it. They fixed it like within 2 months. That's what I'm seeing with the Ukraine. Specialist engineers coming in, boom, fixed. And I know he threatened with that dam, but I'm not seeing anything. So I don't know. It's weird. Okay, you guys. So I gotta go because my game's coming up. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess that Las Vegas Raiders are playing, but I don't really get them because they're Las Vegas now. It's not like Oakland. Okay, you guys. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.